And today I want to talk to you guys about a couple things that have been really hot on my mind. I just posted a new YouTube video and I discussed this here as well. So if you guys are here on YouTube, here on TikTok as well, go ahead and ask any questions and I will go ahead and answer them for you. Johnny, what's going on? Anir, good to see you. Thank you guys so much. Tap that screen, guys. Let's get to 1,000. Let's go ahead and get to 1,000 here really quick. Love to have you guys here. So is it possible to get a video to go viral even if you have as low as 10 followers? Yes. And so with that, Muhammad, my very first video on this account hit 1 million views. And the reason it hit 1 million views is because I knew exactly what I wanted to post, and I knew exactly, something that worked, already. So that's a big thing as well. I've been at 1.4 million for 1.5 years. You see, yes, actually, and I just posted a video why I believe that you will never see another creator hit 10 million. You just won't see it. Just because everything is so segmented now that there's so many segmented audiences that need to be served that everybody, instead of everybody seeing the exact same things that you saw here on TikTok, you actually saw, you saw everybody's posts. You saw all Charlie's dances and those kind of things. And now it's so much more segmented, right? So now we all have 3 to 7 interests that we like. And now you are battling for those 7 interests instead of just being shown to everybody on the For You page. So nice. I've been trying to make a video to go viral and trying to find new trends with my niche. 100% great video. Thank you. I can't get past 100,000 followers. I have decent views. Jolly Green Giant. I love that as well. And so that's something that you guys have to understand, that depending on what your niche is, what's your niche, by the way, Jolly Green Giant, depending on what your niche is, go ahead and let me know it. And there's ceilings for these things, right? You can only grow so big if your ceiling on your niche, motivational and comedy. So those are massive. Then you have a lot more room to grow. Then you have a lot more room to grow. But then in the same breath, though, motivational and comedy, they aren't really niches, right? Those are more like topics, right? Or like, I don't even know how to say it, but they're so much wider than that. They're not really even, they're like a layer above niches. Mine's gaming, mine's plus size, mine is farming. Yep. And so all those have places, but motivational and comedy is like intertwined between all of those things. It's more of the value prop rather than, say, the niche. Broad range. Yeah. It's more the value prop, because you're only going to educate, inspire, or entertain people, right? In any one of those forms, that's more of a value proposition that you give somebody. But your actual niche would be something that you do within your comedy, right? So to give you guys an example, somebody that comes to mind is Twig. Twig69, he's hilarious. He's from West Virginia. So he does hillbilly life hacks. And so comedy isn't his niche. It's more of the life hack part, but he uses comedy inside of that life hacking niche. Mine is catching gigantic fish, epic fish. Absolutely. Weight loss, healthy eating here. Something most people struggle with 100%, especially with things being as convenient as they are, right? And so there are, with those things, you have ceilings, right? There are ceilings to this, but you're just not going to see people hit 10 million followers, and most people are not even going to hit 1 million followers anymore, and it's just because of the way that TikTok does it. Now, with that being said, there are more viewers, and your audience will be even tighter than almost any platform once TikTok understands what you're about, right? And so, dang, I never thought about that. I need to look what I could focus more on as my niche. Exactly. So if you're too broad, right, you're not going to appeal to enough people. And that's another reason you probably haven't gotten a lot of followers either. And so that's something that I've been really fortunate enough to be doing over the last, since January 1st. And so I've probably gained, I think I was at 74 or 73,000 right around the beginning of the year, Christmas time. And so, I've gained like 17 or 18,000 this year already. And the reason is because I'm continuing to go deep, right? I'm continuing to go have depth with the people that really want to know my niche, right? Which is growing on TikTok. It's not even the layer above, which would be social media marketing. I could go ahead and tap into that if I wanted to talk about YouTube and Reels and Shorts and those kind of things, and a little bit about content creating and editing and some of the things that I know some about as well. I could get a bigger layer of people. That would probably be more like 300 to maybe a million at the most, right? But right now, my cap's probably somewhere around 300K. You're skipping the should you pay for ad TikTok question. Thank you. Black Dart, thank you so much. I didn't see that. Let me spin my thing so I can have my comments full screen. I don't believe you should pay for ads on TikTok. No. You're going to hit 100K soon, Angel. Thank you very much. But no, I don't believe you should pay for ads on TikTok. And let me tell you why. A lot of times you see this little area when you pay for ads. You see this little time period where you are not getting any views at all. Peggy, a lot of times these comments, I only see one from you, but it says the only one that I see from you is don't you agree? But sometimes they filter, so just ask it again. If you don't get a response from me in here in the comments, by the way, just ask again, okay? Because sometimes they filter them based on what some people say. No worries, I'm not trying to skip anybody. I answer every single comment that on this place, okay? And so that's my whole goal here. I don't skip anybody. I'm trying to do this the best I can. But no, you should not pay for ads. There's a small duration after you pay for ads where you will get no organic traffic. That will eventually subside, but if TikTok knows you're going to pay, they're going to go ahead and kind of keep you peaked. And so I've seen that happen with several different client accounts as well that have already experienced that. And so they can say that they don't, but any smart platform would, right? And so that's the whole reason Facebook went from a lot of organic reach to not very much organic reach anymore in terms of business, is because they know people would then have to pay for it, and that's how they make money. Hello, Coach. Happy to find you live. Like to talk about the niches. Was wondering what to choose. Thank you, Skilled. I appreciate that. Depends on what you do. Depends on what you're about. There's 100 million Americans on TikTok. There are 12 million cat fishermen in the USA. Yep. And so probably maybe 20% or 25% of them are probably not on TikTok. So you're probably on 7 or 8 million, and then at 7 or 8 million, and then you're competing for people, several people that want that attention as well, and they probably have different interests. So that becomes even smaller. So your cap, as you guys can see how quick that cap can really wear on you. Depth and content wins over anything else. I agree 100%. That's why I don't really sell out to going more universal. I could 100%, right? If I wanted to talk about YouTube and growing on YouTube a little bit, I definitely could, because I understand the hooks and the ideas and some of the thumbnails and the titles and things that are working right now. And so I could tell you a lot about that. Same with Shorts or Reels, because Reels is a little more like older TikTok right now, and that's what they want to capitalize on. And that's why some people are seeing better, they're seeing better results on Instagram at this moment. I've agreed that. I figured that they'll see who they can milk. Exactly. And as much as people don't like it, it makes sense as a business, right? I mean, I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. Is going from blue collar to digital marketing niche down enough? Yes. Digital marketing is interesting because it's starting to mean, it's starting to mean a different meaning. A lot of people in affiliate marketing and those things are using digital marketing interchangeably. And so that starts to change what the meaning of digital marketing means on TikTok. So, but yeah, no, that is a niche, 100%. That's definitely niche enough. Numbers don't matter to me. I want to make a difference in people's lives. I love that, Peggy. I love that. Yes. And that's exactly what you should do. That's what you should do, what you should strive to do. And so honestly, followers really don't matter that much on TikTok. It's a vanity metric, and it's a good thing if you're trying to push people to do sponsor posts and those kind of things. But in essence, it really doesn't matter that much. There are a lot of people that watch every single video from me that don't follow me. And some of their theories are that they don't want, every time they follow somebody, they don't see that person on their For You page anymore. And that happens for some people, but some people that follow me see me all the time. It just kind of varies, right? And so it's a little bit harder in this day and age to get a follow, because you have to have a lot more depth before you get a follow from somebody, right? And I think that's a disconnect for viewers as well, right? Go ahead and if you guys are on YouTube, by the way, go ahead and ask me something in the live chat. YouTube, go ahead and ask me. You guys get precedence right now because I'm really trying to test this live format out. So it's good to see everybody here on live. But with that being said, the amount of depth that you can bring when you're niche down is a really big thing. So that's why I like to be more niche, because I feel like I can go a lot deeper on that subject. And if people want to truly learn that thing, they're going to follow and they're going to go ahead and continue to watch. I received 100K new followers on IG in 7 days. TikTok, I can't get 5,000 views. Yeah, and that's just, for you, Juicy, that's just a disconnect in terms of what TikTok wants and doesn't want, right? And so different platforms want different things. And so, obviously short form video would do much better on TikTok or on Reels than it would on, say long form YouTube. And same goes that IG wants to go ahead and give you those pushes, right? They want to push you that way and make it feel more like old TikTok because they know right now that's the value proposition of Instagram versus TikTok, is that TikTok's no longer doing that, that 7-second video style, right? It's not getting pushed as much, where on Instagram right now on IG Reels, it is. And so people who want to have that old TikTok feel back, they go back over to Instagram Reels. The problem is you're not going to be able to monetize as well if you would go ahead and commit to, say, doing stuff on TikTok, because they'll be able to pay more. Same reason why people go to long form YouTube, because they can go ahead and they can pay more. And so with that being said, Instagram Reels has Meta backing it, right? And Shorts has Google backing it, okay? TikTok doesn't have anything else backing it. And so the ability for TikTok to have to find a way to get companies to buy ads in different places other than just the swipe, just like YouTube does with the mid-roll and all of those kind of things. Not to confuse you guys or get too deep into that process, but basically what I mean is that TikTok has to change with Shop and with longer videos, because they have to be able to compete with the other platforms. The other platforms have Google and Meta backing them up, so they can get away with going back to this old style of TikTok because they're not so worried about the monetization part, because they monetize different ways, okay? I'm promoting videos and counted as advertising. Is promoting videos counted as advertising? Yes, it is. That is exact. They don't care about, the algorithm is just different in terms of it showing more people that kind of stuff. Everything's more segmented now, and we all of us here have 3 to 7 interests that we're looking up at any given time, right? I like sports, right? Golf and those kind of things. I like exercising and weightlifting. I look a little bit as well at some nutrition and those kind of things. Obviously TikTok growth as well. And so those are things that I'm looking at any given time that TikTok feeds to me. Okay. And that's probably the same for you. You probably like, trashy reality TV. Maybe, you like fashion or beauty or Get Ready With Me, or you like, just different, we all have different interests. So long run, you would find yourself exactly. I share my toy lightsaber collection. Most of the comments are for people feeling nostalgia. Exactly, and so that's awesome. Thank you for that message. I'm going to do something with it for sure. I appreciate that. But yes, I'm glad you figured out your SEO there as well. Did videos get pushed to the For You page even if you don't put it as much hashtags in the captions of a video? 100% that they do. TikTok has its own way of doing it. If I can break it down in a simple way, they show the majority of your video to new people in the beginning, and then they test it against the average, right? They test it against the algorithm. Is it getting watch time? Is it getting engagement? Is it getting, are people fully watching the video? Are they engaged with it? Are they watching more videos from you? And those kind of things, right? And so that's how the algorithm works for TikTok. And so the majority of people that see your video usually don't follow you initially. They kind of want to get a feel, and then they'll show a few of your followers it and kind of see what, how they feel. And so you're going to go ahead and just go through these different levels. Grant, what's going on? What's up? Good to see you on YouTube there. Grant, ask any questions away there on YouTube as well, and I would love to go ahead and answer them for you. Most times building a niche can be difficult. I advise people navigate more on TikTok. That's fair enough. I think for people who are beginning, I love that when people niche down, because it's something tangible and it gives people direction. When people are starting something new, I think it's important to give people direction. If you don't give them direction, they don't know what to do and they won't do anything. So that's why I like people to niche down, okay? And the other thing that I like to do is I like to teach in the beginning more how to optimize, right? Search engine optimization, hashtags, captions, the things that you put in your account, the things that you put on screen, hooks, ideas, scripting, a little bit of editing. I like talking about the more optimizing and strategy part of it because it's something that you can naturally hold on to and learn. As you get better, you're going to be able to integrate your personality, integrate your rawness, integrate your authentic, your authentic self into your videos. The people are going to like you for more than just the value that you bring in terms of your content, right? And so that's kind of how I teach in general. I've been doing videos that are 1 minute and 1 second for TikTok. That's pretty smart. Hi, good to see you. IG Reels are better than TikTok. If you make old TikTok style content right now, yes. But if you're trying to actually get paid and make a difference with your content, I'm not so sure. But there's nothing wrong with IG Reels either. I prefer TikTok. Is TikTok promote counted as advertising? Yes, it is. Are 200 views considered the norm? The 200 views, guys, if you guys are stuck in the 200 view jail, doing that, stuck in that 200 view, that's the bottom level of where they test your videos at. So when I was talking about testing your videos against the algorithm, that's the sample size that they start with. And a lot of people are going to get stuck there because most people can't get past that bottom level of testing, right? It's the people that get over that. I have 1.1 million followers. I can barely get 1,000 views. Does it matter if your comments are wrong on TikTok? No, it doesn't. Is TikTok promote a feature counts every time? Yes. Tech reviews. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Then why can videos go viral a week or two later if it doesn't hit when it's tested? Well, they definitely can, Jamie. 100% they can. I'm talking about, for the most part, the people that are stuck at 200 views and they really. If you're stuck at 200 views for a long period of time, you're probably not going to go viral. But I've had videos that are, that hit a few thousand or so, and then eventually they do go viral, right? And so it goes through those thresholds, and it all depends on the ebbs and flows of what people care about, right? If your topic is starting to get trending and hot, they need more content. And if they need more content, they're going to pull from not only your old content, but your best content as well. Green Go says, how to get 10,000 followers to get monetization. Green Go, you're going to have to do a lot of things to get your mindset right. I know that's what people want to do straight away, is to get 10,000 followers and monetize right away. But you have to have some sort of plan, and you have to have learn some of these skills that matter. So, but if I were to do it right now, if I wanted to get 10,000 as fast as I could, I would create a whole account of carousel videos, and I would talk about a single niche. And I would do carousel swipe videos, okay? On whatever your expertise is, whatever your niche is, that's how I would do it. If you want to do quizzes that way, if you wanted to do like behavioral sciences or dark psychology or whatever you want to do, and you're trying to be faceless like that, that's what I would do, okay? But that's only going to pay you in the short term. And that once you get to 10,000 followers, that won't actually get you paid in the Beta Creativity program. So then you would have to adjust from there. But that'd be the fastest way, in my opinion, to do it. The Sam Sulek of marketing. I appreciate that. I'm still trapped in the 200 to 400 view jail. However, my live engagement is 98%. I am baffled. Yeah, Kizzy, they're really pushing live for sure. So continue to go ahead and push that and use that to your advantage. However, thanks for answering all my questions. No worries, I got you. Hi, Fizzing, good to see you as well. I'm still trapped in the 200 to 400 view jail. And so that's going to be just a matter of adjusting a few things. Your idea, right? The things that you're talking about, finding things that people really like in your niche. And then on top of that, the format that you present it, right? There's several things that you can do with your format. When you're thinking about the first 10 seconds, where you are, the lighting, all those things, the way that you deliver it and how it sounds and those kind of things. People care about that stuff. Now, with that being said, you guys should go live right after you post. That's what you would do. That's what I just did. I just posted. And so I'm getting a lot of traffic in here, a lot more traffic in here. I had, 150 or 200 people at least on TikTok, right? Almost 200, not quite 200, but almost 200 people on TikTok there for a little bit because my initial video is getting pushed out. And so they're going to give me For You page traffic for my live, but they're also going to give me For You page traffic for my video. And when people see that new video, it's going to be blinking. The profile is going to be blinking, right? And that's how other people can get into the live as well. And so that gets you not only more views on your videos, because that's how TikTok pushes out lives, but you're going to get more views on your lives because that's how TikTok pushes out lives, right? And so it'll be awesome. What's good, brother? It's been a while. It's Crypto King. Crypto King changed to my real name. Good to see you, Freelance and Lee. I appreciate you. Good to see you as well. Bitcoin's almost, I think it just hit 50K, which I'm pretty pumped about. And so I've been stacking, and I think it's going to go pretty well here. TikTok Promote is a trap. I kind of agree with you. In certain instances, if I were to use, I've never used Promote. I've never spent a cent on my accounts. Never. But if I were to do it and you want a strategy to do that, if maybe you're a business or something like that, I would only do it to your best performing organic videos after they hit a ceiling. So if you had a video that crushed and it hit 50K, we'll say, right? And that's kind of out of the norm for you. And it hit 50K. After it starts to really slow down, I would go ahead and then I would use Promote on that singular video, because you know that it already works for a certain amount of people, and you can go ahead and gas that to more people, right? That are just like that, because they found interest in it. They found interest in what you were talking about there. So I would use organic as a way to figure out what good videos are to promote. That's just my tip there. What's a carousel video? What is a carousel? Carousel is images. So if you go to Canva or something like that, thank you, Nina, I appreciate that. You can go to Canva, create a 1920 by 1080 image, and you go ahead and just upload them all in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You select them all, and you upload them. It'll give you a chance to either do a video, or it'll give you a chance to upload them as images, right? And so then you would go ahead and just keep them as images, and that will make the swipe carousel for you on TikTok, okay? TikTok is still currently pushing them as well. I average 1,500 to 3,000 views. Very few get between 25 and 100. Lives help too. Yes, they do. That's awesome, Catfish. Where do you live, or where do you fish, Catfish? I want to know. Does it hurt to filter your comments if you want a positive environment on your TikTok page? Yeah, I mean, no, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I think I would just respond respectfully and just respond with some love. I think that's for the most part pretty good. Stuck in the 200, 300 viewers, but I can't do lives because there's not enough followers. So my one thing that you can do is you can go to a business account temporarily, and you can go ahead and you can go live much earlier. I don't know what the exact number is. There's some accounts I can do it with just I have an account that I can do it. I can go live with 10 followers. And I signed up for the shop stuff there as well, and it lets me go live. I had 22,000 for almost 2 years. Account is off. TikTok won't do anything. The count is off. I don't know what you mean by that, Ria. You're gonna have one thing. You're gonna have pluses and minuses. People unfollow you a little bit, but not much. But they still do. But the other part is they're going to go ahead and scrape a lot of the bots from the last couple of years. And so you're going to see positive and negative followers, and you'll see your net followers. I feel like I'm doing good and have a lot of momentum. I do need a coach. Mucho talent. That's awesome. Go ahead and check my Stan store. A good way to start is go ahead and join the free community. And if you find the free community valuable, the premium community is a good place for you. Have you seen a big growth by going live these days, Tenji? Yes, I have. I usually grow between 100 and 200 followers per live. On average for me. And so my views do better as well. And so, yes, live has been one of the best ways for me to grow. And so I'm actually hoping here on YouTube, I'm doing YouTube as well. And so I'm hoping that helps. I'm really excited to go ahead and go live on YouTube in a vertical format that's a lot like TikTok, because I know they want to go ahead and get people to join. 29 followers here. You got a while. I got a while to go live, no worries. Levi, good to see you. I thought I'd pop in. You guys hit my For You page right away. So I thought I'd go in and say hi. Thank you for joining the free community. A couple people have joined, the free community. If you want to join the free community with us, go to my top of my Stan store. Go to the top of my Stan store. Hop in that free community. Love to see you in there. How to fix my follower count? It stays the same. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting more followers, right? And so I know you're getting plus on. You're getting some and losing some, getting some and losing some. And some accounts, for the most part, kind of appear stuck. But it's one of those things where You just have to break out some way, shape, or form, whether it's utilizing live, changing up the style of your post or what you're posting. Just a new content strategy in general, but I think it's time to go ahead and start. Go ahead and just start, revamping Mississippi, Wisconsin. That's awesome. All the way down St. Louis. My followers call me Catfish Professor. I love that. That is awesome. Just epic. I love that. What is the premium community? My premium community is a place I have my 10 academies, the Faceless Academy, the AI Academy, the CapCut Academy, just the TikTok Growth Academy in general, hooks and stories, scripting. Thank you for the hat. I have all those academies in there you can learn from. We have a community in there as well. You get a new training every Sunday, and you get a live Q&A every Wednesday. So you guys go ahead and join in there if you'd love to. Lisa, thank you so much. Angel in the House Vegas was on fire yesterday. I bet it was. I was just sad my Vikings weren't there. I manage people after they're viral. Any advice for me? I got million plus view videos. Mucho talent. I manage people after they're viral. A lot of times when people go viral, a lot of times what you need to do is go ahead and execute on that virality already. And so that's a really big part of it, is to maybe go ahead and reply to a comment with a different video, right? Or making sure that you're tagging videos. If you've never done that before, in the upload screen on TikTok where you put your hashtags, just below that there's a little button called videos, and you can tag videos, previous videos, in your actual description so that people can click them, right? They can click it and go see a different video. And so that's my call to action strategy. One of them on TikTok is to say, just like I would on like a long form YouTube video. And if you guys want to go ahead and see the, how to use search engine optimization for your account, go ahead and check the description. Video over, right? Just like I would on like a long form YouTube video, I do the same thing and get people to watch more than one video. For me, it's extremely, extremely powerful. Would you recommend when you were on a growth live and this has affected your account? Yeah, no, don't do the growth live thing. Not good, not good. TikTok understands. They're not dumb. They understand when everybody's in the same place, and if everybody's in the same place, following each other in the way that you guys all got connected was that not good. Yes, YouTube is starting to push vertical live videos and actually put them in the feed discovery. Exactly. I'm on there right now. I've fluctuated between 5 and 12 people, 5 and 15 people in here right now. So I'm just starting to test it out. But I think you guys on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe there, because I'm going to be doing this a couple times a week for you guys as well. So I fully integrated seminars and videos. I love that. Is it better to keep my on-camera speaker coaching separate from my on-camera makeup? Yeah, I would. I think those are, even though they're close enough, I think they're different things. So I follow you. Please notify me of your lives. Yeah, so if you do, Rhea, when you follow me, there's a little bell button. If you go to my account, there's a little bell button up here, and you can get notified on all of my lives, okay? Rhea, I'd love for you to go and do that. And so if you guys want to get notified every time, once you go to my account, there's a bell right up in the top right corner. Go ahead and click that. Do I start using trending sounds? No, as you guys just saw with UMG, Universal Music Group, they pulled them down, and TikTok doesn't really even care. And the reason they don't even care is because TikTok is switching what they want to do in general. They'd rather have people do this, go on live. They'd rather have people talk to the camera and use less, trending sounds less, because ultimately the way they want to monetize is with longer form videos. And so the people, using those trending sounds and only using them for 5, 7, 8 seconds doesn't actually help them as a platform. So they actually don't really care. So if anything, Davion, things are going away from those trending, going away from those trending sounds. So most times on my videos now, I either have a copyright free sound in the background that I put when I edit, or I don't even put any music or any sound at all, just my voice. And so that's just a whole different dynamic of TikTok from 2024 rather than 2020, 2021. Why are your videos so up and down? Thank you, Will Nye. Honestly, it's because I test a lot of things, right? I test my green screen and see how you guys do that. I test my videos that are super edited and see how you guys like that. I do a little bit of landscape, right? And I try out different hooks. And so the way that I get to teach you guys is trying out all those things myself and how to execute those things. And so, sometimes my views are up and down. The other reason is recently I posted 6 videos in a row to see if that would affect how my views my views came. So I had like a 6-part series. They were all posted within the same couple hours. So I would post every like 20 minutes to post all 6 parts in a row so that they were in chronological order on my account for you guys. So, stupid question. You know if uploading from a PC affects the algo? And can I run several accounts from one PC or a different phone for each one? I have 8 accounts on my one phone. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's better to actually keep 8 accounts on one phone than to keep multiple accounts in multiple places, if you wanted to know that, right? As long as they know that you're operating all from one place, it's you. But if you start using another phone for this and that and all these other things, that's when they start to get a little bit confused, right? Because then all of a sudden you take a trip to Florida, or you're from a different country, right? Or you take a trip and then you have another phone that's logged into, a spot in your home city or state. Then things kind of get crazy. So it's better to just keep it all in one place. Or, you could do a PC and a home PC and a phone, but I wouldn't start getting crazy with a bunch of phones and VPNs and all of that stuff. You talked about, is it okay if I cover several niches? For example, beauty products, skincare, master thesis. Yes, you can do that, but then you need to not worry about as much about niching. And the only thing you should be focused on is your personality and your authenticity in the way that you deliver it. Because if you're not going to worry about a niche, then they have to like you for another reason. They either like you because you're so good at your niche and you're so valuable, or you're such a likable person. So if you're not going to go the route of niche, then you have to work on why people would like you, right? Your personality, the way that you make the video, the things that you do in the video, right? The things that catch people's eye and what make you a good personality. You talked about TikTok score. Still confused on where to find the score. You can't officially find the score. It's something that doesn't officially exist, but I know it exists, right? I know it exists based on a lot of different successes that a lot of accounts have had, as well as the things that are working right now, and some of the similar patterns that good accounts have and bad accounts don't, right? So they don't openly show you this score, but I'm trying to develop some sort of formula or something like that can give you a good idea of what your score would be, right? And so there's just so much to go into. I probably should make a long form video about that one on YouTube very soon. How did you continue a post of six workout? I had 2 of them. One hit 15, one hit 13, and the rest were between like 6,000 and 8,000. But they're still doing okay. There are some people that do this routinely, though, that schedule them like that, just one after another like that, but I don't like it. And so I think if I would have spaced it out, they would have done a little bit better, but I think those one will do well over the long term, right? I think, in maybe a couple of weeks to a month, maybe 1 or 2 of those start to blow up, and then the other videos get traction because one video blew up. And that's kind of the whole case with series, right? If you want to make a 3, 4, 5-part series like that, is as long as one blows up, the others are going to get traffic from it because people want to see the other ones. And so you pretty much are getting like a 5-for-1 chance to really catch on in that singular topic, right? So if you're talking about some singular topic and you make a 5-part series, as long as one of those catches, you're good. I'm just saying, well, veteran using my outlaw country music to help with PTSD, TBI. What would you post? Singing, man. If that's what you do, if that's what you do, sing. And then, I don't know how many followers you have yet. 12.2, that's awesome. So I'd be going live, and I'd be going 50-50, you singing and you telling your stories, and people getting to know you and like you. That's what I would do. Those two things. Because if you're going to blow up on music, you either have to be so undoubtedly good that nobody will miss you, or you have to be so likable that they would follow you anywhere. That's how you win on music content in general. 8 accounts. I do have like 8 accounts logged in, yes. And I have 5 of them that are over 20K. Did posting all at once make a difference? Not a huge difference. What do you think about faceless accounts? They're going to be hurting now because TikTok doesn't want them around. They want to see your face. That's why a lot of the things that they're doing right now with the ineligible for the For You page, not being able to repost and doing those kind of things, are ways that they're trying to combat the faceless content, because people are getting paid a lot of money and they're just reposting other people's content, and they don't want that to happen. How did the 6-part series work out? It worked pretty solid. I love your You But So hook. Thank you so much, Katie. I appreciate that. I think that's one of the easiest ways to get started with hooks, because it just makes things easy for people. And if you guys know what the You But So script is, I'll give it to you really quick. You start with you, and then a desire, but, and then something that they can't overcome. So, solution. So it'd be you want to grow on TikTok right now, but it feels impossible. So I'm going to show you this one simple thing that Mr. Beast does to go viral every single time he posts. And then you go to your content, right? So that's the you, but so. You, desire, but objection, so solution. That's what that is. So hopefully you guys caught that if you want to. Good to see you navigating relationships. Thank you for the live follow, Elizabeth. Should we be filming in landscape? You should be testing it, especially if you got the notification officially from TikTok. TikTok shows me music they recommend I use for speaking videos. Isn't that safe? Yep, you could do that as well. But I normally like to do it in post, or I don't even do them at all. They keep control when music goes over a minute. Yep, they actually do. How can you get your viewers to make a comment instead of emojis? A lot of times it's just asking for those questions, asking for that feedback, even if people don't. A lot of people don't engage, right? But it's just asking for actual, answers and those kind of things. Michael, thank you so much. I have 2 seller accounts for 2 different businesses and a personal account to support 2 other channels. Is that too complicated? I'm signed up as an affiliate on both seller accounts, but I get more engagement on my business products. That is very confusing, but I know what you mean. That is definitely complicated. Definitely complicated, but I get it. Honestly, whatever one, I would continually post to one singular one for sure, one account that is making you the most money in business, right? And then I would be doing another one that's probably doing the best in shop. I'm just starting shop on one of my other accounts as well as an affiliate, and so I want to try to do that as well. Thank you so much for your time, of course. How do you grow a pet account? Tips for growing a pet account. I would be making little things into stories. I'd be making so like when you guys do pet accounts and vlogs and those kind of things, break up your videos into small little stories, right? And so some people day in the life of a vlogger in Miami. Instead of being a vlogger in Miami, how about you show a little piece of something like a restaurant, and then you go ahead and break it down into 3 parts. What was the vibes and service like? What was the food and drinks like? And then what was your rating at the end? So you could break that up into three different little videos, right? And so people want to watch a story come from beginning to end. They want to be entertained from beginning to end. So if you do this long vlog of what you're doing throughout the day in Miami, a lot of people are like, well, I don't really want to watch this because I don't really know where it's going. But if you tell somebody and you were to say something like, this is one of the best date night restaurants in Miami, but it had one caveat. So we showed up at the restaurant and the vibe was great and all of this, blah, blah, but the drinks were double of anywhere in Miami. You see what I mean? You see how that works? There's a story there, and there's a curiosity, and then a lead up, and then a peak, and then and then the resolve, and then a peak, and then a resolve. Telling stories in that way instead. Video reply to emoji. Ask why just the emoji it works. Yeah, that's true. Ask them to comment exactly. That's a great way to spell as well. My categories disappeared. That's okay. If you guys have categorizations and your categories disappear, that is okay. It's simply because it means that your video did not do as well in that specific categorization compared to other videos, or it was there for long enough and now they found other videos that are more valuable. Just like the Google search results. If you were to Google something, a website, when it's brand new, they're going to show it to more people to test it. But once it's done testing, they're going to go ahead and put the best content in front of it, whether that's yours or whether that's not. Do you offer mentor programs or anything, Jay? Yes, I do. Go to my Stand store. I do have the mentorship membership where you can get on 3 calls with me, 3 30-minute calls with me, and you get a year access to my community. But you can also just get into the community. I do Sunday trainings and Wednesday Q&As. You can learn a ton there for a fraction of the price of my mentorship. And so I'd love to have you in the community. It actually means the most when you guys are in the community because, like I said, I get to learn a lot from you guys too. The feedback that you guys have, the problems you guys have, I get to learn all of those things because of you guys, right? All these problems I get to troubleshoot and learn how to solve them. Makes me a better creator, makes you a better creator, makes me a better teacher. And if you win, I win. And so that's kind of how this game works. And so I'd love to see you guys win ultimately. I really do. I love your hat. Thank you so much. It's Young LA. And so I have 5 or 6 different Young LA hats, but I love hats. You're pretty cool. Thanks for being so real and sharing some really good information. I like that. No worries, Kizzy. That's why I want you guys to see you guys in my free community. I'm not gatekeeping. I don't do any of that kind of stuff, right? I'm trying to give you guys the goods because if you win, I have to reload my wallet. No worries. But yeah, if you guys want to join the community, I'd love to see you guys in there. So you are amazing. Thank you, Catherine. I appreciate that. And this is what I love about the live format or being able to teach you in the community and those kind of things is that you get to see my personality a little more. You get to kind of be around my energy. And so that's one of the things that people have really said is that they connect with me on the energy level because, I really do. Like hopefully my energy feels that way to you guys, but it really is truthful, and I'm not trying to get one up on anybody or do anything like that. I really am genuinely trying to help, and I give you guys all the information that I can. And so you rock. I appreciate your tips. Thank you, Spicy Nugget. I appreciate you. But yeah, that's bye from Marbella, Spain. Good night. I think it's night there, but good night. So but yeah, that's what I want to bring to you guys, and so that's why I want you guys to go ahead and follow and be around the community, and hopefully you guys can latch onto some of my energy, right, and use it to do amazing things here on TikTok. Pam, what's on your hat? This is a microphone, and so I didn't really have a good place to go ahead and clamp it, and so I'm live not only here on TikTok but on YouTube as well. YouTube has a new vertical format for their lives, and so I'm testing that out as well. And so I appreciate that, Mimin. Can I push creator account on my seller account to gain a following and eventually get purchases, like how to make products? Yeah, 100%, Mike. That's a good strategy. Decent strategy right there. What about groups who have the same goals, support connections, more tips? Yes, that's exactly it. That's the other thing is a support of each other as well. There's a place you can go to look at content to get to learn a specific goal. I think I have 10 academies in there now about different things like editing, like CapCut editing, using AI, faceless content, scripting, editing, storytelling, all of those things that I've been talking about here. I have more in-depth classes in my community. It looks cool. Thank you so much. How many posts would you recommend a day? I would say if you're brand new, no more than 2 a day. I know there's a lot of people that say 3, you want to be consistent, this and that, but I think 2, so far what I've seen with new peeps, is the best of both worlds. 2 videos a day means you're getting enough practice and you're being consistent and you care about it, but it's not the level where it seems unreasonable and you're able to not get burnt out from it. And so if you're doing 3 to 5, 7 a day, you can get burnt out. If you're new, I would do up to 2 a day. And once you start to get in the groove, I would just do 1 solid video a day. I usually post between 5 and 10 times per week. Okay, 5 and 10 times per week. So sometimes not every day, and some weeks like 1.5 times on average per day. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Clutch. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for all the gifts. I appreciate you guys a ton there. So hopefully this helps, guys. Thank you, Clutch. I think you don't have a number or a time. Is it real about the content if it's really hitting? Yeah, that's fair. Appreciate you guys sharing that live. Share that live, guys. I appreciate. Sorry, I missed your response. Is it okay to filter comments of their mostly haters but get views? You can. I would leave some there though. Like I said, I would just leave some there. It means you're doing something right. So don't be mad, frustrated about anything like that. So hopefully this helps, guys. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys don't follow, go ahead and follow here. I would love to go ahead and like I said, be around you guys more, help you guys more when I can. Been asking about series, not working. I have 13,000 followers. Skilled. Thank you for asking about the series. They're updating it currently. I hope the update is really, really good. So you can't make anything new until the update's done, and it might be a month or 2 still. So it might be a little bit. Any advice for a recipe niche? I would show the final product first. And then break things down, almost as a way to get viewers in. But I would really make that second visual look really appetizing, really appealing. Do you recommend horizontal format? I do. Testing it, but you want to mix it in. Clutch, I appreciate you, bro. No worries. I appreciate you. Boom. I'll be around. We can help each other. I love that mucho. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to go ahead, get something to eat. I am so excited. How often do you go live? Would you go live? If you were new, I would do it a couple times a week if you can, but I would baseline do it at least once a week. Okay, that'll help so much. Thank you guys so much. If you want to connect more, please go ahead and go to the free community. I would love to see you in there. It's on my Stan store. Go ahead and check that out. And I am pushing YouTube long form right now as well. So if you want to check out YouTube. It's the same name as this up there, okay? And if you guys are on YouTube, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love this new live vertical format here as well. So if you guys want to go on live or TikTok, or YouTube or TikTok to view my lives, I'll usually be going live in the same place every time. So thank you so much. Angel here, TikTok growth for you guys. Take care. All love. Talk soon.